This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
This morning, some neighbors are upset with plans to build a huge solar panel farm in the Carson Valley.
Plus, after recent fish die-offs, thousands of trout have been added to the Sparks Marina.
And the governor signs a bill for more school construction. We'll show you how they'll pay for it. Those stories top your news right now at 6 o'clock, Thursday, March 5.
High five.
High five.
March
I'm
5.
John Potter, March 5.
I'm
5.
I'm Andy Guevara. We're going to check in with Jeff Martinez.
5. Hi.
Hi.
Good morning, John and Eddie. Hey, we're catching the moon setting right now, right before our eyes. Check it out. It's a live shot. The moon going down in the western sky there. Pretty cool. Full moon out there this morning. Cold morning as well. Temperatures in the 20s as you head out the door. Teens elsewhere. High today of 61. More on your weather coming up. Have a good Thursday.
I think, Jeff, well, the Nevada legislature made quick work of funding the state schools with a bill passed by both houses and signed by the governor yesterday.
Congratulations, everybody.
So some adjustments were made to the original version of the bill. It kept the prevailing wages for construction workers in there, and that made it a bill that everyone could get behind.
We have too many kids and too few schools. Our schools are old and dilapidated. Our technology is not at a high enough level to adequately meet our students' needs. This is a big deal. This is going to be good for our students. It's going to be good for the education system throughout our state. We're all really excited.
We estimate this will generate $265 million over the next 10 years.
This will help build those new schools. It'll improve the quality of education in our state. It'll get us ready for the new Nevada. I mean, we've got some great companies that are coming here, and we need to provide a quality education.
Yes, we do. Well, the bill gives school districts the authority to issue bonds for school construction beyond the term approved by voters. Lawmakers hope to see shovels hit the ground soon and new schools open by the fall of 2017.
And also this morning, an update on former Washoe County School Superintendent Pedro Martinez. He was a finalist to take over the Boston public school system, but the Boston board voted 5-2 to select Dr. Tommy Chang instead. Now, Martinez received the 2 opposing votes. In January, Governor Sandoval picked Martinez to serve as superintendent in residence at the Nevada Department of Education. That's a position set to run through this legislative session.
And Nevada State Senator Debbie Smith, she underwent surgery to remove a brain tumor last month, you might remember. Well, she's announced that she will be returning to the legislature during the first full week of April. She says in a statement that she feels better, she's excited to return to Carson City, and she went on to say, quote, "We have so much important work left to do to truly make this the education session, and I can't wait to get back to work next month to help create new educational and economic opportunities for all Nevadans." End quote.
And Nevada lawmakers are reviewing a bill that would repeal a state law requiring employers to pay part-time workers overtime after 8 hours of work in a day. Supporters of Senate Bill 193 say it would bring Nevada in line with federal rules requiring overtime pay after 40 hours of work in a week. But Democrats in the Senate say it could let employers take advantage of workers by overscheduling them.
And a new report reveals Nevada's population is growing steadily. Take a look at these numbers here. We're going to break it down for you. State demographer Jeff Hardcastle says Nevada's population grew about 42,000 or 1.5% from July 2013 to July of last year. It's currently at about 2.8 million. And during this time, Washoe County's population grew by 1%. It is now just under 437,000. Clark County grew as well by 38,000 people, or just under 2%. However, more rural counties like Churchill and Story, they decreased in population.
The Nevada Department of Wildlife was stocking the Sparks Marina with about 6,200 rainbow trout. And you know what? That's the first time they have stocked the lake since December, when those low oxygen levels in the water caused that big fish die-off. Well, the oxygen levels are okay now. They expect the fish to be caught or eaten by birds within 30 to 45 days. The trout are added strictly for anglers to catch, and fishery biologists say stocking the marina should be done earlier rather than later.
Springtime is ideal. Water temperatures are good. It gives the fish more time throughout the late spring, early summer for people to come out and catch them.
And Dow is working with UNR experts to figure out why there have been such low oxygen levels. Once they figure out the cause, then they'll try to find a way to fix the problem. So they don't know why, but they still put the fish in. So
Well, because the oxygen levels are adequate now. They do readings before they dump them all in there.
Speaking of crossing fingers, Jeff does that all the time. I got him crossed for the fish. What do you have him crossed for?
For some rain or snow. That's what we need around here. Still very dry out there, and not much on the horizon for the next several days. About 7 days from now, actually, the ridge will break down a little bit and allow at least a couple storms to head our direction as we head into a week from today or so. So we're looking pretty good out there this morning. Clear skies and cold temperatures. We're in the upper 20s right now in Reno, and we have a 15 for you in Lovelock, 13 in Winnemucca, 19 at South Lake Tahoe. Carson City, you're at 23 degrees. Minden, colder, 16. And Truckee checking in with 18. Hawthorne, 30 degrees. So 27 out there right now. Calm winds. So it'll be a layer kind of day. You'll need that coat through a good part of the morning hours, but it'll warm up fairly quickly today with our highs up into the 50s by noon. But at 8 o'clock this morning, cold for the kids, 28 degrees at the bus stop. And we'll see temperatures again warm up fairly quickly, 50 at noon. So a layer kind of day. By this afternoon, 61 degrees. We're back in the 60s, and coming up, we'll talk about that in the 7-day forecast, your weekend weather. We'll have that for you in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at your traffic now with RJ, see what's happening out there. Good morning, RJ.
Good morning, Jeff. Well, right now we are doing great. There are no accidents or incidents to report. All of our highways and service streets are traveling at top speeds as we begin that morning commute. Of course, buckle up. It's for your safety, and of course, it is the law. And if you're using that cell phone, use that hands-free device. That's your traffic.
Thank you, RJ. Well, Nevada's Division of Child and Family Services has decided to remove 4 juveniles from the Rite of Passage Rehabilitation Center. Now, you might remember over the weekend, violence erupted there at the center when students broke into 2 buildings and set them on fire before escaping Saturday night. Now, the division would not say whether their decision to remove these kids is related to the recent violence.
South Lake Tahoe police arrested 3 people after a burglary yesterday morning. Officers were called out to Tahoe Keys Liquor on Lake Tahoe Boulevard at about 1 a.m. They found the glass door smashed in and arrested 2 men on the scene. A third was arrested while trying to leave in a vehicle, and here they are. 20-year-old Lorenzo Jackson, 20-year-old Cheyenne Taghi, and 21-year-old Ryan Mello. All 3 are charged with burglary and conspiracy, and Taghi is also charged with vehicle theft.
Well, proponents of a new solar panel installation are appealing a decision, and it blocked them from building the new energy field in the Carson Valley. But later today, the Douglas County Planning Commission will take another look at the plan. The land there is owned by Bentley Ranch, and the owners are discussing leasing it to a climate and renewable energy company called E.ON. About 100,000 solar panels would cover 322 acres of land southeast of East Valley Road and Kathleen Way. And some residents in the area do have some concerns.
I am all for alternative energy. I think we need it, so let's get the solar put in. And it can be low, but it can be behind a hillside.
Now, others don't see a problem with the location.
There's few residents out there. I mean, you could check with them, but that's like checking with 10 people. I mean, over the overall impact of the whole Carson Valley.
The county will hear both sides of the argument at the meeting. It will be held at 1 o'clock at the Douglas County Historic Courthouse.
Look into our community this morning. If you've been to Bentonwood Mall lately, you notice there's a lot of construction construction going on. I was going to say construction, almost gave it away. Construction using canned foods. The 12th annual Construction competition for the Food Bank of Northern Nevada is underway. It's an event that gives back to the community.
My favorite part is probably like where the cans are going to go after we're done with them. Like that just makes me feel good knowing that it's going to help people. They're
going to the Hungry. Each team is linked up with somebody from the American Institute of Architects, and the goal is to beat last year's 12,000-pound donation and spread awareness of hunger in our community. Judges will select the winning team tonight at an event emceed by our very own Chloe Beardsley.
Another group helping the community is Care Chest of Sierra Nevada. The nonprofit agency is celebrating 25 years of providing free medical supplies and services to Northern Nevadans. The warehouse at Care Chest is filled with medical equipment, walkers, crutches, even diabetic supplies. They also provide prescription assistance, wellness education, and independent living resources, all for people who qualify based on federal poverty levels. And today, Care Chest will hold their annual fundraiser. It's called the Executive Kidnap, and they're hoping to raise $75,000. If you would like to donate or you want more information about their services, you can head to KTVN.com, click on the News Links tab.
And if you have a child under the age of 8 years old who is in need of some dental work, you are in luck, as Desert Valley Dental is offering free oral exams and complimentary polishing today. It's today from 2 until 4 at their Stead location on Silver Lake Road, and the offer's limited to the first 25 kids, so they prefer appointments, but they're not required. And to make that appointment, you just call 971-3971.
And it's so important to get your kids' teeth checked out.
Yes.
Because it can cause all kinds of complications, so go.
Yeah, absolutely. Sign up.